Now, for anyone who doesn't know what Groundhog Day is, essentially on February 2nd, which is today, a groundhog in several key locations in the world. So Puxatawney, Pennsylvania is Puxatawney Phil. We have Wyerton Willie here in Ontario. We have Fred Le Mammut out in Quebec. And we have a few other groundhogs elsewhere throughout North America. And on February 2nd, they come out. And if they see their shadow, then the prediction is that there will be an additional 6 weeks of winter. If they don't see their shadow, so if it's an overcast day and they don't see their shadow, that means we're going to have an early spring. But I'm going to lead this into talking about Groundhog Day, the movie. Now, this movie is my favorite movie. I absolutely love this movie. You can watch it and it just never gets old, and you always pick up on new details. And the moral of the story, the moral of the plot of this movie, I think, is just incredibly powerful. It's actually nominated and inducted into the International Movie Historic Records as the most spiritual movie of all time. Phil Taylor, the character who's on the right here, is someone who is a narcissist, self-interested, ass, basically, at the beginning of this movie. And he goes to Puxatawney in Pennsylvania to cover Groundhog Day. So he gets there. He goes through a relatively uneventful and unfulfilling day where he goes to the bar, and has a drink, and then he goes home or goes to his hotel alone and unfulfilled. And then he wakes the next day and it's Groundhog Day all over again. And then every day after that, it continues to just be Groundhog Day. And he's living the same day over and over and over and over again. At first, he thinks he's going crazy. And then he realized that each day has absolutely no consequences. So he indulges in his selfishness and in his narcissism and uses that power of no consequences to exploit money and exploit women and just be a general piece of work for the entire town. But everyone wakes up the next day not remembering anything about the day before, except for Phil, who of course remembers and is able to put together all of these events and then continue to do things. Eventually it gets to a point where he realizes that his life has no meaning because every day is exactly the same and nothing he can do can change that. So he resides to trying to end his life through a very manner of grim fates. He drives a truck with Groundhog, with Puxatawney Phil, off a cliff, which explodes. He tries to kill himself with a toaster in a bathtub. He tries to, drop himself off a building, all to unavail. He just wakes up the next day completely unharmed, as if nothing had ever happened. So this continues for some time until eventually his attentions turn to a homeless man, and then his life turns into trying to save this man who dies every night because he's old and it's cold out and he doesn't have anywhere to stay. So his attention for the next few days of his existence in this world is trying to save this homeless man. He realizes that, he can't exactly save him, but he can make his life better. And then from there, his talent or his focus turns to empowering himself to be able to bring joy to the lives of other people in this unending purgatory of Groundhog Day. So instead of focusing on his own selfish needs and his own whatnot, he focuses on improving himself so that he can go ahead and improve the lives of other people. He does ice sculptures. He learns piano so he can play at the big Groundhog Day dance. He learns how to change spare tires on old ladies' cars. He catches a kid out from under a tree, and he learns all of these talents and compiles all these skills until eventually he can go through a perfect day, essentially, which ends in him being purchased at a gentleman's auction by the love interest, and he wakes up the next day and there's no longer Groundhog Day. It's February 3rd. The moral of this, in all of this, is essentially, once you choose to focus on empowering yourself and improving yourself, not for your own benefit, but for the benefit of others, is when we truly start to see results. It's when we truly make a positive impact on the world. And there's so much kind of fluff in the marketing industry, especially from people who claim just this one simple trick will absolutely change your life. And it's never that easy. It takes consistent focus and effort and commitment and consistency, like going through the same day over and over and over again, but continuously pouring in effort into your own ability, into your own learning, into your own self betterment, so that you can go ahead and then you can take that information that you've learned and you can go impact the lives of other people in a positive way. And I think that's just a really, really, really nice thing. That's a nice moral. It's a nice lesson to take from this movie. And it's my favorite movie. And so that is why, we call Groundhog, because we continuously invest everything that we do and everything we make and all of my energy and all of my team's energy constantly into the product and into the courses and into our education and into our customers, so that our customers can go out and be successful and then make positive impacts in their circle of influence, and then their customers make positive impacts in their customers and their customer and their circles of influence. And we kind of just want to be kind of like the seed where this positive impact expands out from.